Welcome back, lads. Time for some more racing. It's been a while, had some holidays, refreshing myself up. Here we are, almost first out of the pits. Just Wendy Jr., or whatever that says, Rennie Jr. maybe. Last of the late breakers down into turn 1. Puts me into P1 for qualifying. Come around to finish me first lap, first bloke across the line. We all know what that means. Whole position in the bag. Not for very long though. As the session comes to an end, I can't even get my handbrakey right to come across the line. And that's going to see us down in 6. No improvement over the first lap. There it is, round 4, Manufacturer Series. Racing for Nissan in the old GTR. Nismo Nath, we bump into him again. Qualified 1 spot better than me. There's the beautiful Aussie livery GTR. Nahononi Tuiti, one of me NZ buddies, and Big Bruce the Shark. Don't normally see him that far back, apparently having some internet issues. Normally candidate to win this race, back there in 12th or 13th. As the Italian flag flies above me, the race kicks off. Now it's a long straight down into turn 1. Normally plenty of carnage. Just going to try and take it easy. Try not to punt Nismo Nath off, and hopefully Evil One doesn't punt me off. Been racing both these blokes a fair bit lately as we get right up close to Nismo Nath. He drops a bit wide, has a bit of a wiggle. I think he touches me there, but it doesn't look like it on my replay. As we go around the outside, getting hung out to dry around Curva Grande. Nismo Nath in the slipstream now, wants to make a move, try and give him enough room. There's not room in there. As I think he takes out old NK, I get confused, miss my braking marker. As there goes through half the field, and we're back down in 7th. The turn 1 carnage, all at turn 3. Back down to 7th. And there's another victim up into 6th without doing anything. Nismo Nath probably about to take his penalty here. Haoni Tudi, hopefully he gets in touch with me and teaches me how to pronounce that. Not a professional with the local names. Up into 5th, where I was at the end of turn 1. Through the chicane. As we settle down here, try and find some rhythm. Was practicing trying to find rhythm before this race started. Spent maybe an hour just trying to run 151s flat. We'll see how that goes through the race. Let's see if we can consolidate this 5th. Evil One ahead. Normally pretty quick. I think in round 3 he got spun on lap 1 and went to the back of the field and made his way back up to 3rd or 4th. So you got to watch out for him every time. So we have a quick look behind. Haoni right in the slipstream here, moves out maybe a touch too early. I look to give him some room, but he never comes. Park it on the apex of the chicane on the way out. Evil One runs wide. A little bit nervy. Couple opening laps. Always easy to make a mistake at this joint. Last of the late breakers love running into you and blocking. Just really don't want any carnage myself. A little bit of a flash of purple. Don't really want any penalties either. As Haoni gives me a bump. Can I leave him some room on the inside here? He elects not to use it, so I come across and use that extra bit of track. Evil One. Not pulling away as fast as I thought he might have. Either I'm improving or he's having a bad night. So we're just on lap 2 here. Just starting to settle down a bit. Everyone trying to find their rhythm. Feeling pretty good through here. Like I said, spent maybe an hour before this race just lapping, trying to find some race rhythm. Couldn't string together more than 4 laps, unfortunately, but I could put 3 together, 151s. Then I'd have a little bit of an off somewhere, and then another 3 151s. So we fly down the front straight once again. Just drop the slipstream. Tootie's going to get the slipstream here. Leave him some room on the inside. Brakes very cautiously. Probably thinks I'm going to chop his nose off. Run very deep. Try and get it on the apex there at the second part of the chicane. Just not allowing them any drive to the Curva Grande. Seems to be not a bad defensive move there. They really have to turn in really tight if they're going to do the under-over sort of move in there. It's really hard to do, easy to spin out. So I'm trying to use a lot of the track. Just can't remember if there's the Degnas. I think they might be. Degna 1, Degna 2. As Evil 1 drops it there on lap 4. Can't believe that. Didn't really expect that from him, but I'll take that spot every day of the week. As I'm starting to find some rhythm, 251s in a row. Seem to have broken the gap. As we pit at the end of lap 5, not a lot happening. Come out in 6th place. I thought everyone would do the mediums. I'm going mediums, 5 laps, 6 laps. Looks like the blokes out front are staying out as we've moved up or dropped back to 23 seconds off the leaders. We're only 10 seconds off the leaders when we went in. As we speed it up a touch here, and we can really see what these fresh tyres do. I was about 6 seconds, I think, off have fun as I came out of the pits, and as we move towards the end of this lap, already up under a second, or under 2 seconds at least. But we should be under a second as we get into the braking at the end of the back straight. Just close enough to get some slipstream. As we go into the Parabolica, we're just going to see the old tyres versus new tyres here. As I turn in, I just catch him, and I'm all of a sudden almost run wide there. Didn't really expect him to catch him that quickly. As we try and get a little bit of a slipstream, every little bit helps. And there is another 51. That's my 4th 51 for the race. Nice rhythm. The undercut has worked. We've got in front of GTP Greatness or GTA Greatness. Can't really see, my screen's too small. Time to upgrade to a bigger one. As we get on the hunt for Con. Now Con's 5.5 seconds up the road. Curva Grande. These mediums really work. Didn't really practice tyre wear before the race, as we get a purple by a 10th. 149 should be within reach of a fastest lap. Had run low 49s, I think, in practice when I was trying for outright pace. But as we come towards the end of the lap already, we're going to have a see that 150 is about as good as I can do. And here we are, almost a lap later, under a second. So we've taken a good 4 to 4.5 seconds out of Con in that lap. Now I think he might be on a no stopper. He's going to try and go to the end on hards, I would suggest. So we should get him in the bag as we go purple by 3/10 this time, but completely missed the brake markers. Hadn't really noticed that GT Greatness is closing in on me. All of a sudden, just no drive out of that chicane. He's going to pop out of nowhere. Degna 2, quick look behind. And there he is, sitting at 1/10. Almost scared the pants out of me. Gives me a little bump. I think it's because he might be in a Porsche or something, and he's not really Doesn't have the top end of the GTR. Really likes to stretch its legs. As he backs off through there, I have a feeling he didn't want to overtake me down here. He wants to get me on the main straight, so I've got no answer. At this point I decide, as he closes in nice and tight through the parabolica, really wanted to get into Con's slipstream, but we're going to let Greatness past. Just indicate to the right. Used to do track days and you just indicate which way you want them to overtake you. So I'm just going to stay to the left as much as possible, and hopefully he'll get me deep under brakes, as he does, and that's a nice clean move there. And then we can both settle in and go for Con. Really didn't want to lose much of my race pace. As you look, it's a 150 and a 151. Feel like I'm just settling in nicely. If Greatness can get rid of Con quickly, then so should I be able to. Deep under brakes, looks like he's struggling. Con cuts. Greatness gets wobbly on the way out. Con's going to get himself a penalty as we look up the inside of Greatness. Not really looking for a move, just trying to make sure I don't hit him under brakes. And I think he's decided he's not going to go for the overtake either. We'll wait for Con to serve this penalty in the penalty zone. And we're going to say that's not a bad recovery drive. Got as low as 7th, I think, on lap 1. Up into 4th. Had started to think maybe 3rd was possible, but Greatness just too quick. Trying to stay in his toe, but he's broken it almost immediately. As it looks like Con's got in mine. I thought his tyres were definitely gone and I would just pull away. But 3 to 4 laps into this second stint, and it feels like the mediums are starting to go away from me already. As we come down the main straight once again, Con well and truly in the slipstream, sitting 4/10 back and closing quickly. Not sure what to do here, sort of move to defend, but not sure if it's worth it. And then all of a sudden, I've totally misjudged everything. Have to jump the chicane, back out, trying to not get a penalty, touch some grass, and spear right into Con. Thought I was going to completely ruin his race, as well as mine. Managed to get it back under control. But I've copped a 2-second penalty, as we have a quick glance behind. 280 is 3.5 seconds behind. I'm not sure that is going to be enough. As I pick myself up another penalty for jumping that chicane. There was nothing in it, so this 2.5 second penalty is going to give Con the break he needs, and it's going to give 280 every opportunity to overtake me, as that is the longest 2.5 seconds in history. And there he is. He was racing in the Mercedes last season. He swapped to Ford this season. Obviously no longer a fan of the Mercedes power. That Mustang has been pretty good, although it looks like it was hit a fair bit in the latest balance of power update. And now Evil One is hunting me down. I told you that bloke was quick. So it looks like lap 9 ruined my rhythm. Straight 51s all the way to lap 9. As lap 10 ends up being 2 minutes. And as we jump forward into lap 11, the last lap, Parabolica, no changes, Evil One still behind, 280 still in front, and we're going to finish where we began, in 6th. And I guess I can't be too upset. Would have loved to get myself a podium, but we'll take those points on an offer. 315, solid race. As we have a look at the confirmation, there it is, what could have been. It looks like I lost about 10 seconds worth of race time, which would have had me at plus 16, which was probably good enough for third. Not sure I'm a good enough driver for third. Would have been happy with fourth. But that's all she wrote. Until next time, fellas, see you later.